ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمد عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما إخوة الإيمان السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has gathered us here today, being Yom al-Jumu'ah, the blessed day among all the days of the week, which is the 9th day of the month of Ramadan in the year of 1444 after the hijrah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is equivalent to the 31st day of the month of March 2023 in the Gregorian calendar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count this our gathering as an act of ibadah from us and use it to grant us al-Jannah to Firdaus. In continuation with the discussion we'll be discussing for the past weeks, roughly like 7 to 8 weeks now, concerning the only chapter in the Holy Quran which is called Surat Khaf, the cave, which is Quran chapter 18. We've been able to discuss from the beginning, the first ayah to the 78th ayah, which we have discussed extensively about all the stories that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are at the last part of the third story, which is the story of Nabiyina Musa alayhi salamullah and Khidr. There are controversy concerning this Khidr. But what we read inside the Quran was that Abdan min ibadina, he was a servant among our servants. But the controversy that is there is that some people are saying he was a prophet. Wallahu ta'ala. We only know, or where we are standing, is that he's a righteous servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can call him waliyullahi min awliyaillah. And if he was a prophet, mean anbiyaillahi wallahu ta'ala. But we know he was a righteous person. That shouldn't be a bone of contention. What we want to learn from there is the humility that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him and the submissiveness of Nabiyuna Musa alayhi salamullah at that status for him to have bowed down in front of Khidr to have learned from him. We are going to do a little kind of recap before we further on the discussion of today, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Musa alayhi salamullah, as we know, he was a unique prophet among all the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He talked directly to Allah. He talked directly with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the mountain called Mount Sinai in Egypt. Jabal Turi as Sinai. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to send angels to other prophets, even including Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he talked directly with Prophet Musa alayhi salamullah. So when Musa was discussing with the Israelites, Allah sent him to the Banu Israel. One among the Israelis now asked him, an Israeli among the Israelites now asked him, "Oh, Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the most knowledgeable person on earth?" Nabiyuna Musa alayhi salamullah now said he was the one, as we read last week. We won't see all this interpretation in the Holy Quran. except we juxtapose it with the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is why for a da'i, whoever is calling on to the right path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can't separate Quran from hadith, and you can't separate hadith from Quran. It's just like you want to separate the right hand side of our body away from the left hand side. Will you be a human being any longer? So you can't say you want to do tafsir of Quran. You now take the literal context, ayat of the Quran, or you take the literal hadith only. You must put the two together and you use the consensus of the righteous scholars. After using the Quran, after using the hadith, you bring their own fatwa too to support what the Quran and hadith have said. And whatever they say that is outside the context of Quran or hadith, override our battle. We never use it to do any work in our Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide us aright and establish our feet firmly on the right path. Musa alayhi salamullah said, I'm the most knowledgeable. Allah said, Kai, what you have said is beyond you. Okay, what we are going to do now is you have to go travel on the earth surface to go and learn another religion that we have not taught you. Musa alayhi salamullah, he started the journey with a fellow that we call Yusha'u bin Nun. As they were going, they traveled with a fish. And when they got tired, they rested. And they leaned their back on a mountain, as Safara, as the verse of that Quran has told us. They rested on the mountain. When they woke up, they continued their journey. They both forgot about the what? About the fish. At the time that the hunger was severe on them, Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah now asked Yusha bin Nun, bring our provision. And what was the provision? The fish. Let's eat. Part of the mu'jiza, part of the karama. Mu'jiza is for the prophet. Karama is for awliyaullah. Karama is just an honor that Allah can give any one of us. But mu'jiza, miracle, Allah will not give any other person except his prophets. So all the ones that they are saying they are performing miracle now is the fallacy. Nabi Musa said, bring our provision, let's eat to quench this hunger. Yusha told him, oh master, I have forgotten the fish, and the fish might have went back to where? To the ocean. Because where they rested was not far from where we have an ocean. And our ocean, it has an intersecting point. They are on two parallel lines, but they have an intersecting point at a particular angle. That was how Quran explained it. When they now came back, they don't have any provision. They will trek from morning till evening. When they came back, they got back to that particular place that they have rested. That was where they now met Khidr. Khidr! Meaning of Khidr, as I explained to us, Ahador, what is green. Abdullah ibn Abbas, radiallahu ta'ala, the Abarul Ummah, told us that the reason why they are calling him green was that anywhere he sits, when he stands up, the whole place will turn to a green color. His name is Badia ibn Malkan. The name of that, Khidr. That is why I said, if you want to have a nickname, you should have a good nickname. Because they will use that name to what? To call you in your grave and on the day of Qiyamah. So his name is Badia ibn Malkan. But we are very conversant with what? Khidr. And that is the reason why they are calling him Khidr. Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah, he do salamu alaykum wa rahmatullah onto Khidr. Khidr now ask him, Wama u'allimuka bi arabic salam. Who taught you? Because he didn't believe that environment, that place that he was, they used to be worshipping idol, not Allah. They started their conversation. That is why before we converse, with any of our Muslim brother, Muslim sister, the first thing we're supposed to do is what? Assalamu alaikum. It's a prayer. It's a supplication. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after He created Adam, alayhi salamullah, all those part of those stories that we used to know right from our childhood, as Allah created Adam. Allah now told Adam, alayhi salamullah, go and do taslim unto the angels. Tell them, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. And whatever they say, you should try to memorize it and keep it in your cerebrum. Allah told Adam, alayhi salamullah. Adam went on to them. He said, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi, as Allah has instructed. They too, they responded. You know, they were creators before Adam, alayhi salamullah. So they knew, Allah must have taught them. They also knew the response they need to give. They need to give Adam alayhi salamullah. They then said, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. They increase it with what? Wa barakatuh. Allah now told Adam that Azihi tahiyyatuka wa banuka ba'dak. This is going to be the way. This is going to be the statement you'll be using to greet you, Adam. Wa banu min ba'dika, and your progeny and your generations upon generation that will be coming in after you. That was how Assalamu alaikum came to what? To be. We have different types of Assalamu alaikum. Allah will give us opportunity. We are going to discuss that. They started their conversation. Musa alayhi salamullah now told Khidr that I'm here to come and learn. Khidr now told him that how will you be able to learn? You that you don't know what I have known. Musa now make a pledge that I'm going to exercise patience with you. So whoever wants to relate with, let's have an agreement. They had an agreement. It's part of the lessons that we should learn in this story that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala narrated to who? To Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He now told him that whatever you see on the road, whatever I do on the road, don't talk. Musa said, yes, I won't talk. As they were going, they got to a river bank. They saw a vessel, they saw a ship, or let me say a ship or a boat. This boat or this ship is used by fishmongers that they were using to do fishing activities. But these people, they are righteous people, so they accommodated them without even collecting any penny from them. As they were going inside the ship, Khidr now sighted a bird. The bird stuck its beak into the river. Khidr now told Nabi Musa alayhi salam like that, you see, the droplet of water that the beak of that bird took from that river is equivalent to my knowledge and your knowledge and the knowledge that everybody is sharing. The remaining volume of water belongs to who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They saw it inside the ship. They continued their journey. After some time, Khidr picked up an axe. He now defected what? He defected the ship or boat. Immediately, Nabi Musa, he raised an alarm that, you call yourself a righteous man. These people, they helped us. And they are using this ship, right? They are using it for their own activities, for their means of survival. They want to destroy it. Khidr told him that, maybe we had an agreement, that whatever transpired between us on the road, you are not going to talk. Nabi Musa said, I have forgotten. Please, sorry. And Khidr became what? He became sorry. They proceeded till they alighted, till they disembarked, till they came down from the what? From the ship. They were going inside inside a particular community. Nabi Khidr now saw a gulam, a young boy, because they call him gulam, a young boy. If they call it al-fata'u, like what they use for the ashabul Khaf, we know that it's a youth. But this one, al-gulam, a young boy, maybe within the teen age. He picked up an axe, he picked up a knife, and he killed the young boy. Musa shouted that, a man that I came to learn under, a man that was supposed to be a righteous man, an innocent child, an innocent boy, you just killed him like that? What kind of man are you? Musa now, they didn't now talk back to Musa. Musa, I told you, we had an agreement. He said, please, I won't do it again. The first time he said, I forgot. The second time he didn't say, I forget. So it was deliberate. He couldn't hold his what? His temper. They continued their journey. They entered another community. When they got to that community, they introduced themselves as a stranger, as a traveler. The people in that community, they didn't welcome them as a visitor. I told us last week, for how many days can we receive somebody as a visitor? They didn't welcome them. They didn't give them food. They didn't give them water. After some time, Khidr now sighted a wall. The wall wants to collapse. The seeker of the riwayah, the seeker of the ayah did not say it has collapsed. From Kasa, he wants to what? He wants to collapse. So that means the wall has what? Has tilted, has bent. It's getting to fall down, but it has not fallen down. Immediately, Nabi Khidr, he pulled off his clothes. In the community that they didn't give them food, they didn't give them water, he started mending the fence. He started trying to raise the wall. Musa now said, you Oga, we entered this community. They didn't give us food. They didn't give us water. And we asked for, they didn't give us. And their property that wants to fall down, you are now supporting them. We're supposed to do this work and get an ajru. To get what? To get reward, money or whatever. Why are you doing this kind of thing? He did come back and tell him, this is going to be our last bus stop. Me too, I can't tolerate you any longer. I've told you not to say anything. On this journey, don't say anything. The first one you said you forgot. The second one you said you sorry. The third one, what do you want to say again? This is going to be our last bus stop. We are going to separate each other from here. That was what we learned last week. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us the reason behind all this. That is where we want to start today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Amma safinatu. You see that ship that Khidr defected. He didn't destroy it. He only defected it. He took an axe and now break part of it. When you break part of the ship, part of the boat, part of the vessel, what will happen? Water will be coming in. That was what he did. Not that he destroyed it in totality. If he destroyed it in totality, they too they are on board. They will all drown. But he only mark it to give it a defect. And for what reason? فَكَانَتِ الْمَسَاكِينَ. That ship was for less privileged people. هناك فرق بين المسكين والفقير. Al-miskin, the person we call al-miskin, is somebody that has, but what he has, what he possesses, what is at his own disposal, that these are my things, will never suffice him. Not that he doesn't have at all. He has, but it's not enough. That is al-miskin, because al-miskinu billah, somebody who is privileged by Allah, but he doesn't have means to satisfy all his needs. What he has. Maybe he has 2 or 3 children, but every time he will only be able to pay for one child out of the children. The other ones, he will be struggling. That was what happened. Al fakir is somebody who doesn't have, and he will be asking. Al-miskinu, he has, but it's not sufficient, but he won't be able to talk. But al-fakir, he doesn't even have. If you give him in the money, like you are giving him as you are in Ramadan now, maybe you gave him what he ate for what? For Sahur. He didn't know. I wouldn't know where that of iftar will come from. That is al-fakir. Somebody who has hope that if I go to Engineer Abdurrahman, I'm going to get iftar, is sure banker. That is al-miskinu. But the person that did not even have hope, even if I go to Engineer Saheed, I go to Alhaji Abdulkadir, I go to Engineer Abdulkarim, it's not sure for me. That is who? Al-fakir. No hope for him. For al-miskin, you see have hope that, yes, if I go there, if I 1 + 1 + 2, something might come out. So Allah said, these people are not fakirun. They are what? Miskinan. They are less privileged people. So they are using that ship for what? Or boat. They are using it for what? For means of transportation. And they are using it as a tool for their what? For their fishing activity for sustainability. Yamaluna fil bahr. They are using that ship, that vessel, or let me be saying ship or boat. They are using it for what? For activities on the bahar. Al-bahar means what? Al-ma'u is water. Al-bahar means sea or ocean. Fa'agatu ana ibaha. I wanted to protect it for them. Khidr, as we said, we can't say at our own level, at our own knowledge, in totality that he was a prophet. Because what I have read, even in Tafsir Ibn Kasir, there is ikhtilaf, controversy, that some said he was a prophet, some said he was a waliullah, some said he was just a righteous person. Even there are some riwayat that said he's still alive till today. But there is an hadith that counter it. So I did this, and it was instruction from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that was why I was saying, is it everybody that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala communicated with that is a prophet? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala communicated to Musa, the mother of Prophet Musa. Was she a prophetess? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala communicated with bee in Surat An-Nahl. Wow, Yena Ilan Nahali. Awha means communication, revelation. Does it mean that bee, that me and you, we are consuming the honey from the bee? That bee that we all know, does it mean that bee too is a prophet? That is why we have to be very careful in the interpretation of Al-Quran. That you understood Arabic doesn't mean that you can be a mufti that can be given fatwa, or a da'i that can be doing tafsir in Quran. But unfortunately, the environment we find ourselves, everybody is a malam. Brothers, let us evaluate ourselves now. Let's see the point at which majority of the so-called malams or Muslims are cheating Islam. They are cheating themselves, not Islam, but let me say it like that. If you have any ground, or you have a particular ailment that is disturbing you, you now go on Google, or you go and check your encyclopedia. You now see how they used to do kidney dialysis or kidney transplant. Will you now go home and go and pack all your scissors and knife in the kitchen and now say your wife will turn to surgeon to come and operate you? Then why are we doing that for Islam? Everybody just go on internet. Yes, you just be saying Jamas. You now become one afar. Ulama Usabika, internet scholars. It shouldn't happen in Islam. Because we don't have regulatory body. So everybody you just stand up in different mosques. You see, this one we say this in the morning, another one we say this one in the afternoon. Then will be one mosque here, there will be another mosque here, they will be countering each other. Just in the name of getting superiority. We are experiencing everything in Islam. Should it be like that? So brothers, let us be very, very careful. You see, I used to emphasize this every time. You can't just pick any leaflet of Quran and start translating it. One of our scholars said, "Man ittakhadha kutubihi shay'uhu." Whoever just stood up one day and picked his book, picked his leaflet, picked his Quran, pick whatever I want to pick as a text and start studying it. You now use that to be your tutor. The error that person will commit, the blunders that person will commit will be more than the person that has killed the whole people in the world. That's why I cited an example of a surgeon led his surgery on internet and open an hospital that want to be performing surgical operations on everybody. So Al-Quran Kareem, we have to be very, very careful. We have to go and sit down and learn. Even the Sufis, they said, whoever doesn't have a sheikh, you know, if you are in Tariq Sufi, maybe you are the Alu Tariqa, they will ask you to go and learn under one sheikh. At that level, you are going to be an khadim. From that level, you become a mukaddam. From that mukaddam level, you go to another marhala before you now become sheikh in the Sufi optimology. If you are to follow all this process in just developing yourself as a Sufist, then in terms of the knowledge of Quran and Hadith, why are we running away from it? All these verses, they have their sababun nuzul, reasons why they were revealed, and you won't see it directly inside Quran like this until you go and study it in tafsir. And we have different kind of tafasir. Brothers, let us be very, very careful in the interpretation of Quran and Kareem and that of Ahadith in Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He did not told Nabi Musa alayhi salam that I defected this boat or ship, not by my will, not by my power. It was a divine instruction from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of what? وَكَانَ وَرَاءَهُمْ مَلِكٌ. Because when they get to the river shore, when they get to the river bank, وَكَانَ وَرَاءَهُمْ مَلِكٌ. There is a king. When they cross this river to the other side, there is a king there. What did the king used to do? يَخُذُ كُلَّ سَفِينَةٍ غَصْبًا. He used to collect every good ship, every good boat, every good canoe. The king used to collect it from whoever owns it. You can see, Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah was not patient enough. You can see reason why Khidr now defected that what? That boat or that ship. He defected it. He marked it so that the ship or the boat will not entice the king. So that the owner of the what? Of the boat or the ship, they will be able to what? To be going with their property. And he never did this alone, if not by the instruction of whom? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers, at this juncture, whatever we have, we should commit it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever we want to have, we should make sure that we obtain those things from the lawful means, not from the unlawful means. So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can guide all those things for us. There is an hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that told us that two people, an incident happened to them. One man, they were farmers. Farmer A now saw that the sky was cloudy, the rain is about to fall. And he was so anxious, he was so comfortable, he was so optimistic that when this rain falls, the rain is going to fall on his farm. He had that total confidence. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have it. As the rain is about to fall, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala diverted the direction of the wind to the Mr. B's farm. Such has been happening, such has been happening, such has been happening. So he couldn't keep it to himself again. He now stood up one day. He now went to the farm of Mr. B. He met the owner, the farmer of Mr. B. He greeted him. Oh, my friend, I've been having this experience. What have you been doing? Because every time that I've been expecting rain to fall on my farm, rain has not been falling. And I've been seeing that the rain has been falling. What have you been doing? Mr. B, Farmer B said I used to do 3 things. Okay, let me know. Said number 1, whenever I harvest my farm products, I divide them into 3. Number 1, portion 1 out of the 3, 1/3. I used to consume it, me and my family. That is what we eat. Profit from my investment. Number 2, portion 2 out of the 3, I used to sell it. Whatever I recoup from that, I will now use it to reinvest again. Portion 3 that is remaining, I used to give it to the less privileged ones. Indirectly, he's doing what? He's paying his zakat. And I have never been short of products whenever I harvest from my farm. He told that farmer A. So whatever we have, if you are not giving the right that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we should give the right, we should deduct the right from whatever we have, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be taking it in the other way. That is the essence of zakat. Not zakatul fitri. Zakatul fitri is just once in a year after Ramadan, right? Before we go for Salatul Eid. If you don't give that zakatul fitri before Salatul Eid, whatever you do after Eid is not zakatul fitri again. So we must do it right from when Ramadan is 27. You can start deducting your zakatul fitri till the time before you go for what? Salatul Eid al-Fitr. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now, zakat. Zakat is whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you as properties, either animals, either farm product, and everything. You have buildings that you are getting annual returns from the rented. Your investment from your company or whatever. When you value it finish, you deduct all your bank loan, you deduct all the debt you collected from, you now look at the remaining profits on that capital. You divide by 40. Just 1/40 is what you give out as zakat. After settling the bank payment, maybe you take bank loan, which is haram. Taking bank loan is haram in Islam because of the interest. May Allah forgive us and forgive our brothers that are working in banking industry. Except a bank that doesn't operate with what? With interest. That's where we Muslims are supposed to work. But where is it? What is the strength of Jaiz Bank? What is the strength? How old is Jaiz Bank? Is it all our Muslim brothers and sisters that work in Jaiz Bank? See the situation we find ourselves. And some people are there, they are not taking 1 kobo of interest from their customers. But it is the money we are depositing there that they are using to pay our brothers and sisters. And we are also benefiting from their resources. Allah, we are asking you for forgiveness. And Allah forgive us and give us a better means of survival. So what we need to do in our zakat, in whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, is what? We pay 1/40 within 1 year. How many of our Muslim brothers, how many of our Muslim fathers, how many of our Muslim rich men are giving out zakat? I will tell you what happened to one of the people that existed during the time of Musa alayhi salam. Another person now went to meet Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in Medina. When he got to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, "Ya Muhammad," he said, "Oh, Ya Rasulullah, I have my brother with me that I keep inside my house. I'm feeding him, I'm clothing him, I gave him shelter, I'm doing everything for him. But that my brother don't use to help me. Maybe he has short that I expected him to go. The way you have some of your brothers or some of your cousins that you brought from village that come and stay with you. He now came here, he refused to be helping you. Your wife will cook the food, we give her, we give him. He won't help you to wash your car. somebody who is of age at home and you are taking your car to go and wash in a car wash, is it okay like that? If you have somebody at home, your younger brother or your family member who can do that, is supposed to help you because you are the breadwinner that you are going up and down to come and feed all of them in the house. So you should find a way that should also be helping you. So this person that went to complain to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, my brother is with me at home, I'm doing everything for him. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me the capacity, but he's not helping me. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, keep short. Keep short. Maybe because of him, that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is blessing you. La'ala ajilihi yurzaq. Maybe because of him, that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is blessing you. Some of us, we have some people in our family. Even if you are giving them 500,000 every month, you never see anything they used to do with it. That is the fitna that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is keeping your family. And you must continue to be worshiping him, to be giving him or her that money. You give your sister, maybe last Ramadan, you gave her 1 million to go and boost her, or to go and start a business. Ask her the 1 million this Ramadan now. Not talk of somebody that is giving his elder sister 10,000, 20,000, and you now announce on CNN. Because he is in Lagos, they are civilized. But the sister and the uncle, they are in the village. They don't have opportunity to see this life. We now be telling everybody. It was last 3 months I gave my auntie, I gave her 200,000. Is it 200,000 that are taking you, that you are talking to the ladder of success that you are good? So there are some people you continue to be doing for them. You continue to be doing for them. There is no family that you will find one kind of person like that. If you throw him inside money, he will eat what he's going to eat, he will come out as a poverty-ridden person. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not afflict us with that. And those that are happen to, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala heal them, because that's also a disease. So Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah, he learned this from whom? From Khidr. Khidr told him that because of that king that is at the other side of the river, for him not to collect this sheep or boat, from whom? From these fishermen. That was why I defected it. And I didn't do that alone, it was by the instruction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa amal gulam. You see that of the young boy that you said I killed. Fakana abawahu mu'minain. The parents of that young boy, the father and mother, they were righteous people. Mu'minain. They are sincere believers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fahashina and yudhikuhuma tughyanan wa kufran. But we are scared. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked me to kill him the way I have killed him, because we are scared that if this boy grows, if he grows up, through him, his parents will become non-believers. As the seeker of Quran told us that the parents are whom? They are mu'mineen. They are sincere believers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah has afflicted them, has tried them with an unbelieving son. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that part of what used to give us fitna is blindfolded love. If you love somebody extremely, you can do and undo to satisfy that person. So, for these people not to become an unfortunate people at the end of the day is that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah used Khidr to eliminate that child. Because if that child grows up to the age that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, he's going to be the one that will take away the belief of the parents. And the parents will now become unfortunate set of people. And Allah doesn't want to do that. So it's rather that child should not do what? Should not grow. For some of For some people that are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah, we want children, Allah, we want children, Allah, we want children. Allah knows the right time to give every one of us what we deserve. So if you have been asking for Allah to give you child, maybe it's not the right time. Maybe the time you are asking for children, you are asking for children for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that child is the one that will send you to an early grave. That is one. That child or those children might be the children that will remove you from the spiritual height that you have attained inside of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Two, maybe that child or those children that you want at that instantaneous time, they are the one that will spoil all the legacy that you have established on the earth. You know, whichever legacy we leave on the earth is going to be sadaqah to jariyah for us after we might have died. Any good thing that we do, whenever they are applying it, if we are no more on earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be rewarding us. And that is going to serve as what? Sadaqatu and jariyah. That is why it is good while we are on earth now. If you can plant a tree, plant a tree. If you can dig a borehole, dig a borehole. If you don't have money for borehole, dig a well. If you don't have all that, a child that become nefarious, that became a thug or a hooligan in the society, try to rehabilitate him. If the parent doesn't have capacity, if it is school fees you can pay, pay. If he doesn't have the brain to go to school, take him to somewhere to become an apprentice. Take him to one malam, one righteous malam that is on the Kitabullah wa Sunnatun Nabi, to go and learn Islam. Whenever that person becomes something in the society, anytime he's using that knowledge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be rewarding you in your grave. That is why you see most of our scholars, they always want their children to always be on the path that they have told. Anybody that teaches you alif, ba, ta, sa, anytime you are using that alif, the reward is going to him. Anytime you are reading ba, the reward is going to him. Now think of one malam that has taught 1,000 people Quran. So every one of us, as I keep telling you, some of us, we know where we belong to after we die. Right from here, you know where you belong to because of what you have lived and you have done up here on this earth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we don't want this child to make his parents to become unfortunate set of people. Reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed Khidr to do what? To murder him. Maybe Musa doesn't have this knowledge. It was Khidr now that is now interpreting all that to him. In another tafsir, he said, if this child grows up, will have become a what? A hooligan, a thug. To Guyana, he become a thug. Wakufran, and is going to be a disbeliever. So it's not ordinary a thug. We have thugs that are what? That are Muslims. They are praying the Khamsu Salawat. Even inside Ramadan like this, they do Sadaqah like something. They do good, but they are thugs. You see majority of them among all these NURT of people, these motor park people. But they don't pray with their daily 5 prayers. Even he might be drinking his champagne and hear the call of Salah. You go and pray. In Ramadan like this, you'll be the first person in Tarawih prayer. And they will pray all the 30 prayers together. You see, we'll be so humble. But after Ramadan, it will be something else, but we will not leave his house to Salawat. This guy might become a what? A thug and what? A kafir. So for him not to have afflicted his parent with his own misfortune, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed that he should be wiped off away from the earth's surface. فَأَرَّدْنَا أَنْ يُبْدِلَهُمَا رَبُّهُمَا خَيْرًا مِنْهُ زَكَاةً وَأَقْرَبَ رُحْمًا. Allah said we did this so that we can replace him with a better one for his parents. Brothers, what I want to learn from here is that whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take away from us that we have possessed before, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took it away because to do what? To give us a better one. Allah said, Minhu khairan minhu zakatan. something that is better. Zakatan, that is even pure. So it's not something that is just better. Allah said, we want to replace him with another child that is better and pure. So you might have a child that is better, but it might not be pure. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us better children and pure children. Those that are asking for, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them their heart desires. Children that will live to stay with them, to stay with us on the right path of Allah and on the tradition of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah bless us with those children. This was the second interpretation that Khidr interpreted to whom? To Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah. He now told him, "Why am the third incident concerning what? Concerning the tinted wall. فَكَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ يَتِيمَيْنِ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ. That wall of that building, it belongs to two yatim. And yatim is an orphan. Yatimaini, two orphans. Aitam, plenty orphans. وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارُ فَكَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ يَتِيمَيْنِ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ. This wall that is about to collapse, but it has just tilted, right? It belongs to what? It belongs to who? Two orphans. Who can we call as an orphan? Is it the person that his father has died? Is it the person that his mother has died alone? Is it the person that has lost his both parents? We discussed this last year. We won't go back to it. But some scholars are saying the person you can call al-yatimu is person that lacks knowledge. Nobody around to even support his education, either Western education or Islamic education. So person that lacks knowledge on how to live, that person can be called what? An orphan. Even if his parents, the both parents are still alive, it's more or less like Otidi Ukwaye or Chichen Junior. He's just there in the world. He has no value. He can never add any positivity to the society. So that one we can call him or have what? An orphan. And his parents are still alive. That is the interpretation of some scholars. Wallahu ta'ala. He did not tell Musa alayhi salamullah that wall of that building, it belongs to two orphans. وَكَانَ تَحْتَهُ كَنْزٌ لَهُمَا. Under the wall, there is a treasure. Al-Kanzu. Pepe oro. Shine ake ce dukiya. Dukiya yana karkashin bango na gidan na su marayu guda biyu din nan. Pepe oro. Ó wà ní abẹ́ ògiri ilé tó fẹ́ wó àwọn ọmọ òrukàn méjèèjì yẹn. فَأَرَادَ رَبُّكَ وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا صَالِحًا. وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا, if أبوهما fathers, if it was only their father, you say وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا, their fathers. صَالِحًا, they are righteous. Solian was a righteous person. Wakana Abuhuma, the father to the two orphans. Solian was a righteous person. In Tafsir Ibn Kasir, he said, this kanzu, this treasure, was from their seventh generation father. So it was something that their own father too did what? Inherited. Their father inherited it from their grandfather. Their grandfather inherited it from their great father to the seventh generation. So it was a treasure that must not be what? Overlooked. فَأَرَادَ رَبُّكَ أَنْ يَبْلُغَ أَشُدَّهُمَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to compensate this orphan because of whom? Abuhuma Solihan. Their father was what? A righteous person. Brothers, the life wa Rasulullah, at the point we are now, we should evaluate ourselves. Those of you that have children among us, can your child or can any of your children go to somewhere and just mention your name, will the door that was locked, will it be open for that your child? Look at the life we are all living. That, okay, Abdul Qadir, go to that place and mention my name. Can your name open any door for your child? Look at the number of children. Look at the number of some people's children that you have destroyed their life and you are expecting your own child's life to be better. Kalla, wala alifu kalla. Allah was so emphatic in this ayah to tell Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that what happened between Musa and Khidr. When Khidr was narrating to Musa, reason why he was supposed to erect that wall was because wakana abuhuma salihan. Their father was what? Was a righteous person. Me and you, are we righteous? Are you righteous to your wife? Those of you that have wives in your homes. Those of you that have children, are you righteous to your children? Are you not a public figure? That you are good outside, but you are bad inside, within your wife and your children. Quran confirm this, that their father was a righteous man. So who let the effort of their father to go in drain, to go in vain? Who allowed the effort of their parents to be wasted? And we took righteous people. Righteous people. Khidr was a righteous man. Nabi Musa was a righteous man. To go and work on that place so that these people will not miss their what? Their treasure. Brothers, if you go to various banks now, money of some people that is in the bank, that their family member cannot trade, money that your wife cannot trade, that your children cannot trade, how will your extended family be able to trade it? Most of this money that they have been stealing, and just being dumped in the bank that nobody knows. Some of this money are money that some of these MDs, some of these G, whatever they call themselves, high-ranking officers in the bank are using. Because after so certain amount of years, if nobody is there to reclaim that money, they will just keep it. That is why whatever we have, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed you with, let your wife know, let your children know, because if you die an untimely death, plenty accounts are there, in the banks that the owner are no more, but nobody knows that there is money inside that account except the bankers. There was a time, maybe like 2-3 years, the late Emir of Kano, Adubayo, put down your camera please. The late Emir of Kano, his money in UBA, a banker was siphoning that money before the later go. What I'm saying is not more than 2 years now. And they were able to trace that banker. If the student doesn't know that there is money in that account, and we know the kind of person that Adubayo was when he was alive, it's a first class area. They finally caught the banker. I have somebody working in that room. So uncountable number of money like that are where they are in the banks. Some people are keeping their gold. Some people have buildings around that they have even forgotten that I have social house in Idasho. I have social house in Nigeria, because they have stolen plenty money. They have used that money that they can't take to bank to buy properties. And they didn't tell their wife, they didn't tell their children. Some of them, they told their wife, they told their children, but they didn't take them there. Some of them, they didn't take their share of food to the house. They kept it with their friends that helped them to buy that stolen property. To use the money to buy, the stolen money to buy property. The CO4 of that building is still with their friend or with their agent. The agent too, or the friend will just malaka on that property because the wife and children do not know. Brothers, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, let your wife and children know. So that if you die, they won't suffer. Maybe that can be the source of their sustainability throughout their entire life. Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas, radiallahu ta'ala, was a Sahabi of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was among the Ashara Mubashirin bil Jannah, among the 10 people that they gave the great tidings of Al-Jannah. When he was about to die, he went to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How was it Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to him? Not told him that he was rich. I don't know the level of his richness with them as Abdul Rahman bin Auf, but he was a rich man. He now said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I want to take all my money. I want to use it as sadaqah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't do that. Rasulullah, I want to give it for the cause of Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't do that. Okay, I will divide it into two. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't do that. Half of your property, half of your money is too much. Don't do that. He now said, I will divide it into three. I will take one and give it for the cause of Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sulusun kasir. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, 1/3 of that your money and your property that you want is even too much. I'm saying this for you because if you die, so that your family will not be going up and down to go and be paid. It's better you leave your family in richness than leaving them in what? In poverty. So there's nothing wrong with us to acquire lawful means of survival. If you are rich before you die, there is nothing, as far as your money comes from where? Halal source. Abubakar was rich. Umar was not rich. Prophet Muhammad was not rich. Usman ibn Affan was rich. There was a well that he bought when they were going for Battle of Tabuk. That Tabuk, that Gatu has two names. Everything was difficult. Everything was difficult. To even get water, it was difficult. And there was a Yahudi, there was a Jew in Medina that has a well. Everybody used to go to that well to go and buy water. When the Muhajirun got to Medina, to get water was a problem. Usman ibn Affan now approached the Jew that owns that well. That, can you sell a day for me, a whole day for me to come and be fetching water here? You take one day, I take the following day. You take Monday, I take Tuesday. You take Wednesday, I take one yes, one no, one yes, one no, like that. He used to collect money from his own, the owner of the well. Usman ibn Affan, he left the well for everybody to come and be fetching for free. So the day that will be the turn of this man, the owner of the well, nobody will go and fetch water because they don't want to pay. So everybody will wait till the following day, that will be the day of Usman ibn Affan. Now got to a time, this man said, Cash, it's better you come and buy this well. That was how he sold the well to whom? Usman ibn Affan. If Usman ibn Affan doesn't have money, will they be able to buy it? That well is still existing today. We call it Biru Ha. It's still existing in Medina till today. There is an hotel around it that is called Al-Funduku Ha. The money being generated from that well then was used to be that hotel, and that hotel has served like a foundation now that they are using the money to develop some areas in Medina. Who was the originator? Usman ibn Affan. So also whatever me and you will do today is going to leave behind, is going to leave after us. That's why I keep telling us every day, let's leave a good legacy. Let's live a fulfilled life. Don't let us die as a toxic person. Let us leave a legacy behind. That anywhere our children, any family member reach, we are so family from Olaosebikan family. Yes, we used to know Abba Hukum. As we read here, Wakana Abuhuma Solian, that their father was a righteous person. Since morning now, let us evaluate ourselves. What is the right thing that we have done that can be proud, that your children can be proud of you? Think. The position you are occupying, how many people have you helped? The position you are occupying, how many people have you destroyed their life? The way you do for some other people children, that's how they will do for your own too. Tomorrow, that now, as well as serving. Nothing. You can't escape anything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now said that we want that treasure to be exposed. We want that treasure to be exposed so that resources can be useful to those orphans. That is from where we diverted. Brothers, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, let our people know. Don't keep all your confidence. Don't let you say, so person outside is your confidant. Your wife should be your confidant. You should have a confidant among your children that you be able to tell everything. Allah did not promise any one of us that you are going to spend 100 years. Allah did not promise any one of us that you are going to spend 1 year. Even if He promised us, did He show you where He wrote it? That is why every time we should be preparing. Every time we should be preparing. I used to read one hadith for us. Umar, radiallahu ta'ala, it is saying, not hadith, it is saying of Umar. It's not hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He wrote above his pillow on the wall like this where he used to sleep every night. Where he used to place his head above the pillow like this, he wrote it on the wall. Hasibu anfusakum qabla an tuhasabu. Evaluate yourself before you will be evaluated. Let every one of us evaluate ourselves. See, I'm dwelling on this. Wakana abuhuma salihan. Because their father was a righteous man. That was why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Khidr. From where Nabi Musa met him. They now traveled on the sea. They got to another community. Before they got to this community where this wall was about to fall. Only God knows the distance. So from nowhere, if you are righteous, from nowhere, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring a coadjutor, even if he's inside Sambisa forest. Allah will bring him down here to Lagos to come and help you. From nowhere. Brothers, I don't know, maybe you believe that angels used to come down every day, but they will come in form of a human being. Because none of us can see them. You can't see here their image. You can't see their image. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam only saw Angel Gabriel twice in his real form. Every other time he used to go in a human image. Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salamullah, when he asked that he wants to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah said, go and pick. You see it in Surat al-Baqarah, this that I'm saying. Go and take a hen, go and take a cock, like 4 and pick, okay? Go and pick like 4 birds, slaughter them, grind them together, place them on the mountain, then you now call Susu, call Agwagwa, call Kaza, call this one out. All of them will come out. So also, Allah said, have I not shown myself to you like that? He said, yes, but Allah, I just want to be satisfied in my heart. So this one, for Nabi Ibrahim to be telling Allah like that, Allah has done this. Is it not so miraculous? You kill 4 birds together, you grind them, you make them to become powder. Allah now said, yeah, call this one. And he called it from the powder. He stood up and he formed to the normal living bed. Call the second one, call the third one. Still, Ibrahim said, Allah, I just want to have tranquility in my mind. It was just the light, the striking light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is so faded. It was light alone, striking light of Allah, just like a wind to just blow in front of you like this. Not earthquake, just the wind. Allah sent wind to destroy some people. That wind that you used to see here, that you say, this wind is too much. The one that Allah used to destroy some people is more than this. That's why every time we need to be cogitating. Every time we need to be thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are one of the best set of people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed his name upon. But majority of us, we are ungrateful to Allah. May we not be among the victims of ungratefulness to Allah. So brothers, let's come back. Allah said, I sent Khidr to that place in conjunction with Musa to go and erect that wall. Who was the bricklayer? It was Khidr. Because Musa, everything was in a state of ambiguity to him. Nothing was clear to him. Allah now said, what was there? Wakana tatahu kanzun lauma. There is a treasure under it. Rahmatan min rabbika. It was a mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wama fa'altuhu an amri. He did not testify to it. Wama fa'altuhu. I didn't do all these things. An amri, from my commandment. So who gave you the commandment to do it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Zalika ta'wilu ma lam tastati alayhi sabra. These are the explanations of all the things that had happened between me and you that you cannot be patient. He told Musa. So somebody that you are telling that exercise patient that is not exercising patient, tell him that, Kai, Suleiman, you are not a patient person. Can me and you continue on this journey? You tell him. Khidr, in terms of status, is far away from Musa. But because of knowledge that Allah, Musa alayhi salamullah was not a novice. He was also an alim. But there are some things he doesn't know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed on his word, abdan min ibadina, wa ataynahu rahmatan min indina, wa 'allamnahu min ladunna ilma. Inna Allaha ya'murukum bil 'adli wal ihsan wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi ya'idhukum la'allakum tadhakkarun. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala ma la nabiyya ba'da. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah who has counted us among the living souls, and He has counted us among the believers that believe in Him. Because all what we are saying, if you are not believers, you won't be listening to it. They have said this in the presence of the people that this incident happened in front of them, but they never believe in it. Allah continues, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to be keeping us on the right path, and let us be increasing in iman on daily basis. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Khidr, as we have said, this is that was what happened, that transpired between him and Nabi Musa alayhi salam. And this is the conclusion of the third story inside the Surat of Khaf. The fourth one is going to be that of Zulkarnain. Wa yas'alunaka an Zulkarnain. Inshallah, that will be any other time that Allah will keep us meeting there. Khidr, he now asked Musa alayhi salamullah that you challenged me, that I defected the ship or the boat, that maybe we are going to sink, all of us, we are going to sink inside the what? Inside the river. What happened? If not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that used to protect, that is going to protect us, that has protected us. What happened? If not Allah that has protected, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, wow, ena ila Musa. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we whispered, we inspired the mother of Musa in Surah At-Taha. Allah said, we inspired or we revealed unto the mother of Musa that what? Aniksifi tabuti fa'aksifi yammi faliliki fil yammu bisaili yahuzu aduhu li wa aduhu Allah wa alqaitu alayka ma'abatan minni wa tusna ala ayni. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we revealed unto the mother of Moses, the prophet Musa alayhi salamullah, we inspire on her, it doesn't classify as a what? As a prophetess. That she should place Musa alayhi salamullah, she should place him in tabut, like a box. Every one of us, we know the story of how Musa got to Pharaoh, to the palace of Pharaoh. Pharaoh then, La'natullahi alayhi, his soothsayer, his Babalawo, told him that they're going to give birth to a boy in this your community, and that boy is one that will sit to the end of your throne. So that time, Pharaoh started witch hunting all the pregnant women. He placed security on all the pregnant women, and there was an embargo that none of them should go out. So as soon as any child is being given birth to, if the child is a male child, they will collect the male child from the mother and they go and kill, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not give them the knowledge of where that child will come from. So the number of children or the number of babies that Pharaoh killed just because of Musa, Allah ta'ala only is the one that knows. That is concerning babies. There are other people that he has killed, a countable number of people. That was how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserved his body to today. It's still in museum in Egypt, in Cairo. Whenever Allah gives us opportunity to go on tourism, ask them, they should take you to where the body of Pharaoh is still lying today. It's being embalmed, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it will never decay at Yawm al-Qiyamah. It's there inside the Quran. Allah now blindfolded them Allah now did what He wants to do so that they won't know that the mother of Musa alayhi salamullah, she was pregnant. She was in that community. She passed through a gestation period for 9 months. And she was able to deliver her baby. And when she delivered that baby, finished, Allah now inspired on her that your baby, they should go and construct a box, either with wood, either with hay. Put the baby inside that box and throw it onto the wall, onto the river. Fact, Sifi if tabuti. Tabut is the box. Akwati. Apoti, Ijoko. Fact, Sifi if the yemi and throw that box that Musa is inside. Throw it into what? Into the yemi, into the flowing water. It wasn't a stagnant water. So it's a flowing river. Fa'alikihu fil yami. After throwing it into the yami, the river is going to, the box is going to flow. Beside it is going to flow. Yahuzu. And me and Allah, they are going to pick him. They are going to pick the box. Yahuzu adu li wa adu Allah. The enemy to that baby, Musa inside the box, Yahuzu is the one that is going to pick the box. Wa adu Allah, and my own enemy too. So Quran is who? He was the enemy of Musa and enemy of the God of Musa. Allah confirmed it. Yahuzu adu li wa adu Allah. Adu li refers to Allah. Adu lahu, it refers to Musa. So the two of us, me and Musa, Firaun is our enemy. Wa alikaitu alayka ma'abatun minni. Wa alikaitu alayka ma'abatun minni. Me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will put your love. Musa, your love, I will put it inside the heart of whom? Inside the heart of Firaun. This ayah, for those of you that used to, if you want to marry a sister, that just say, wa alikaitu alayka ma'abatun minni. She won't sleep in her house. Our father, she will say, one minute. Musa's love, I'm going to put it into the heart of whom? Into the heart of Pharaoh. That Pharaoh that is recharging everybody that wants to kill him. It is under the roof of Pharaoh that Musa is going to become what he's going to become. While to Sinaa ala aini, me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I won't take my sight away from his protection. So despite the fact that he's going to his enemy, right? And he's going to my enemy, I will still protect him. He must live there. Like your Bible, they used to say, if you never give baby one, if you never give them one, and you inda ake kar Musa ya zauna, inda ake kar ya je kwana, gurin ne zai zauna, gurin ne zai yi girma zai zama nubuwa, gurin ne zai karbi nubuwansa. So whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed, we should accept it as faith. Allah said, I want to do something. Each man said, we want to do something. Khidr now told Musa, alayhi salamu like that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that have protected you inside that tabut, inside that box, that did not allow you to sing or to sing in the water, in the flowing water, that took you to the backyard of who? Of Pharaoh. Allah who has protected you will also do what? Protect us. So the defect have effected on the boat or the ship, forget about it. Musa said yes, it's very clear to them. You know, at the end of the day, when they carry Musa, they carry that box. When they open it, Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh, when they open it, they saw the radiance of the handsomeness of Musa. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had not blessed them with child there. Let's say, let's take him. Qurratan ayun. It's going to be the tranquility, the coolness of our eyes. Allah, we are asking you at this junction. All those that are asking for the fruit of the womb for their wife, all those that are asking for children, Allah, give them the best of the best. You have it. You have it. You have it uncountable. You don't need them for anything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, use this holy month, answer their prayer, answer our prayer. Allah, don't put us to shame. Allah, don't put us to shame. As they are giving birth to them, Allah, give them too the opportunity to give back to their own children. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Kul huwallahu ahad. You are the only ahad. Allah Usamadu. You are the person that will wake up in the morning that we must think about. Lam yalidi wa lam yulad. Nobody gave birth to you and you not give birth to any other person. But we want to give birth. Allah give us. But He give us Qurata Ayunin wa Jalhum Imaman lil Muttaqin. Not just give us bastard children, like the one that Khidr killed inside the Surat Khaf. We don't want those kind of ones. Rahmatan minna minka. Rahmatan minhu wa zakatan. The ones that are blessed, the ones that are benedicted profile, and they are pure. Those are the ones that we want from you. Allah, please help us give them. And give every one of us. Once you are giving us, Allah, don't take them away from us. Khidr told Musa that Allah that has protected you then, He will not be sleeping now, so He's going to protect us. That was the first case. Number two, you said, I killed an innocent child. I killed an innocent soul. You want to be seeing me as a murderer. And you know, when we are doing the tafsir, He had already told him that the instruction was from who? Was from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Okay, Musa, what happened to you? When you were going out, you are running away from the palace of Pharaoh. When you got to the boundary, you now saw one Kitibi, the family of Pharaoh. The family of Pharaoh, they are from the clan of Pharaoh, they are called Kitibi. Bani Israel are the people of whom Musa alayhi salam. So Pharaoh, all these people are called Aktar. What happened? When you got to the boundary of the community where you are running from Pharaoh, you now saw a Banu Israel, one of the Israelites, and the housemaster in the palace of Pharaoh, that they were having a misunderstanding. The housemaster, he was placing too much load on the Banu Israel. The people of Banu Israel was member of whom? Nabi Musa. And the other one was from Pharaoh. So they are taking the Israelites, they are taking them as what? As slaves. So this one was now placing too much load on him. So when that Israeli now cited Nabi Musa, he now called Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah, now said, oh, Ya Musa, O messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please come and help me. This actor, this housemaster, he wants to finish me, he wants to kill me with the imposition of this law that is imposing on me. Musa came in between them. When the altercation was so high, he came in between them. At the point he was separating them, that he pushed two of them, the family of Pharaoh now died. So Khidr now said, you called me as a murderer. You too, that time. What did you do? If we want to classify you, who are we going to classify you among? Which phylum will you belong to? Weren't you a murderer then? Musa said, please, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So Khidr was bringing hujjah to counter all the belief of whom? Of Musa alayhi salam. He said number three, concerning the tilted wall that fell, that you said we are supposed to collect wages from the services that we render, and I didn't collect. Okay, you too, after you escaped from where somebody died in your hand, and you now go to where you saw the daughters of Nabi Shu'aib alayhi salam in Najran. When you got there, that you saw the two daughters of Nabi Shu'aib alayhi salam, that they were trying to fend water for their animals. Unfortunately, there was a big boulder of rock that was covering the point at which they will be able to collect the water. And you got there, and you remove the boulder from the tip of the water for them to, okay, you too, that time that you did that, the services you rendered then, well, did you perform those services because you want to collect an ajur? And at the end of the day, when these two daughters, they went back home to go and meet their father, Nabi Shu'aib alayhi salam, they told him that they met a righteous man today. This man had really helped us. Go and call him. They brought him. Nabi Musa alayhi salam, they had an agreement. Whatever we want to do, brothers, not always have an agreement. Because al-maut can take any one of us at any point in time. Islamically, we are not supposed to be saying tragic death or sudden death. All those ones you used to see on obituary posters of other people. Gone too soon. Untimely death. That one is not in our own dictionary. And it shouldn't be, and it will never be. Rasulullah has told us in an authentic hadith that anytime we wake up in the morning, we should live a life as if we won't see the noon. If you are able to get to the noon as we are now, you should live a life as if we won't see the sunset. You know the number of people we started this Ramadan together. If you are talking of Ramadan, today will be 9, right? The people that we exile together now, there are very some people before this time. Some, because of the reward that is in gathering people for funeral prayer, we take their dead body to central mosque so that plenty Muslims can pray on them so that they can get reward. Do you know the number of people Allah has done that to? Me and you that Allah has preserved us to this time. Also, what is the special thing that we have done to Allah? So every time we should be getting prepared. Every time we should be conscious. Allah did not promise us where and when and how it's going to be. Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah, he had a covenant with Shu'aib that okay, I'm going to serve under you for 7 years. But if you like, you can extend it till what? Till 10 years. Those of you that you are marrying people's daughter, that you didn't even pass through any interview, you won't know the value of that daughter that you have married. You just saw her on the internet. You started. After 2-3 months, maybe she has been hungry of husband for the past 5 years. After 2-3 months, you won't know the value of that woman that you are married. Fine, all this long courtship in Islam is haram. Because the more you are extending all this relationship, the more forbidden things will be coming in. That is when she come and be greeting you at home. The woman will come your house and you let her go free. When you are not an hermaphrodite, that is why Islam forbids it. It's a taboo that a man, a matured man and a matured woman should be together, secluded. Not talk of the one that you have a covenant of love in between you. Before you get married, you should get prepared and you should work for it so that whatever you want to marry, you have value for it. Not that dowry 5,000, 10,000 that you want to pay. That is why in the Arabian Peninsula, if you know how much they pay on the dowry they pay on their daughters, on their females. In Saudi Arabia, the least you can pay is 5 million naira. Different from that of Egypt. Different from that of Kuwait. This one that they say, Abo, Atokwata, Yeresaide, Abo. That's why majority of you don't know the value of the women you have at home. Because you just get it cheaply. One year, Usara. Even the Ebola box and everything, it is the father-in-law that we even buy the talk. Some of them will fall like Kiyamo. Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah, Shuaib told him that you are going to serve me for 7 years, and when you are ready to go, you can take any of these daughters. But if you like, you can extend it to 10 years. Anybody that serves under somebody for 10 years, you should know that whatever is going to gain from that services, you should use it seriously. Brothers, those of you that you are married and you don't know the value of your women, from now onward, go and know their value. Except those of you that just pick them on the road. And those of you that you have your wives at home that you have not paid their their dowry, and she's inside your house, she has given birth to 4 or 5 children to you. All your children are bastards. And the food she is preparing for you for Ramadan is haram. The day I saw somebody that he had 4 children here in Lagos, none of them, he did not even slaughter any animal for them. And he's a Muslim, he doesn't play with his prayer. And he used to slaughter ram for layer. Who is deceiving who? يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah, this is what happened between him and Khidr. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with every one of them and be with every one of us. So this council, what we mean by council? Because we were told that council is under the what? Under the Khidr. The treasure is under the wall that was tilted. In one wire, he said the council there was money. It was money. Another wire said it was gold. Another wire said no, it was Allah, a slate, wala. Allah da ake rubuta mana karatu a Islamiyya din. Mun fara karatu. Allah na kan Allah na wai an rubuta wasu abubuwa. Abubuwa din nan da aka rubuta su ne ake kira kansu, su ne dukiya da yana karkashin banko din. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the importance. Ya san daraja abun nan. So yana so Khidr da Musa su fito ma su marayun nan da abun nan, domin abun nan yana da domin dukiyar nan ko yana da daraja, yana da muhimmanci. Abdullah ibn Abbas said his own, but I want to quote from a tabi'i called Al-Hasan al-Basri. Hasan al-Basri said, وَكَانَ تَحْتَ كَنْزُ اللَّوْمَ. This treasure that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Muhammad in Quran, the incident that happened between Khidr and Musa, that treasure that was under the Khidr was what? Lahu min al-Zahabi. It was a slave, allo, min al-Zahabi, that was constructed, that was fabricated from gold. Maktubu fi, and it was written on that slate. That slate was divided into two. So they write 6 items on the left and on the right hand side leaf of that slate. Then on the left hand side leaf of that slate, one thing was written there, which I want to recite. All this I'm saying, when you check Tafsir Ibn Kathir, you get them there. But I'm quoting the statement of Hasan al-Basri. It wasn't a Sahabi, it was a Tabi'i. Those that came after Sahabas of Rasulullah are the people who call Tabi'i. Those that came after that generation were called Tabi'un. That was how it came down, it cascaded down till we get to this our own generation. Allah gathered us together in Jannah. So, on the right hand side, I said the 6 things were written. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ajibtu liman yuminu bil qadar kayfa yahzunu. The first thing that was said was written on that slate was Ajibtu liman yuminu bil qadar kayfa yahzunu. I'm surprised. I will be surprised, and I will continue to be surprised to somebody, mu'min, who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kayfa yahzunu bil qadar, who started becoming forgetting about al-qadar, about destiny. We have 2 types of destiny. Al-qadar al-mahzum wal-qadar al-makhluq. Al-qadar is of 2 types. Destiny is of 2 types. There are some destiny that have been sealed, that no matter number of Al-Quran, even if they open the cover for you like this, they go inside and go and recite 1 million Quran for you, it will never change that destiny. Which type of destiny is that? I'm a male now. For me now to transform to a woman, to a female, is it possible? This is Al-Qadarul Al-Makhluk. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that said, I will raise the sun from the north. I will make the sun to set in the south, right? I will not change it until when Al-Qiyamah is about to happen, which we are going to read next week, inshallah. For nobody to be able to have power to change that, that means that qadar is qadarun makhluk. But qadarun ma'zum, qadarun ma'zum is the destiny that if you put frantic efforts, supplications, that one can change. Like now you are going for an interview and they told you the interviewer used to be a very difficult person. You just remember inside Quran that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Musa to Quran, he told him But when you get there, فَقُلْنَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا لَعَلَّهُ يَتَذَكَّرُ أَوْ يَخْشَىٰ. They told you too, you have done, you prepared seriously that yes, any question they are going to ask me, I'm going to pass. And you've been hearing that in that company, the interviewer is a very difficult person. He's an highly intelligent person. There is nothing you want to say in front of him that you can pass. For you, you have Quran. And you tell Allah, is it really suddenly? Why is it you recite it like that? There are things, a lot of things in Quran. I've told you one mentally the other time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make sure that that thing that you are going for, if you believe in Him, Allah will ease that thing for you before you get there. Now I've got into an interview that man will just turn interview to a mere discussion. Brother, let's stick to Quran. Everything is in Quran. The person that is be telling you, I will kill him, bad money, Allah no move. We are going to deal with him, we are going to destroy him, we are going to do this. Go and read what is in Quran. When you are coming, you will just be in prison. I can remember when we want to do our O-level WAEC, right? There used to be one man in our school who was teaching us chemistry. He used to teach us chemistry. If that man is inside hall where they are writing external exam, no matter how brilliant you are, if he stands beside you, evaporation might take place in your brain. And our hall is a very big hall. We have a counting number of fans with long poles. Our hall is the hall where we say you keep on receiving fan or you keep on receiving fresh air and you continue to be sweating. My school. I don't know if any of that is in school. As a young student, then I just know some of our colleagues in MSS. Do you know what we are going to do? Me, I know something. Let's go and recite Quran. One MSS day like that on Sunday. As soon as we divided the 2 hours to 2, 1 hour for MSS program, 1 hour for Sokin Quran. The Quran, from the beginning of our age to the end of our age, that teacher was not around. The very day we finish our age, the following day the man is in school. And I say there is no something. There is something, except you don't know something. So if some of your bosses are disturbing you, come and see us. We give you what to take care of the project. Al-Qadar. Destiny. Nobody can change destiny except what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changes. Kaifa ya'dunu, for somebody to now be rejected, to be in state of agony every time that, why is my own life like this? If your life is not like that, who do you want to tell Allah? Do you want to challenge Allah that he has done mistake? But what will make us to go out of the fold of Islam, Allah will ask him, please don't afflict us with it. Number 2, Ajibtu liman yu'minu bil rizq kaifa yat'abu. I'm surprised, and I will continue to be surprised for somebody that every time is running after risk, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala qasama arzaqi. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already apportioned the provision that he's going to use in this world. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is where you are going to make it, you are now running up and down. When you go to that up and down, when you come back, that position that you are supposed to have made it, you have told to another person's position. Somebody is shouting, let us go and pray. He said, no, I want to go and do my business. Let us go to Hajj. No, that is the time we used to make serious money. Let us go and do Tahajjud. No, me, I have to sleep for good 7-8 hours. That is what my doctor told me. Just because of what? He's always getting prepared because of provision of this Mata'ul Hayat al-Dunya. In this kanzu, he said this one of what is there. That I will be surprised for somebody that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already perfected his provision in this world and is running up and down without believing that this portion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given is what we have and that is what we have to the day of Qiyamah. وَأَجِبْتُ لِمَنْ يُؤْمِنُ بِالْمَوْتِ كَيْفَ يَفْرَحُ. The third point on that slate was that I will be surprised for somebody that believes in death. Kaifa yafra. And
àsùngbàgbé, ya yi bacci, he kept himself in a state of slumberness. Yana mantuwa da maganan mutuwa. A cikin allolin na abin da aka rubuta kenan ce kai zai zama abin babban mamaki idan wanda ya san ce akwai mutuwa fa kuma yana ta bacci. Bai tunani ce ko yau ko gobe ko yau ko yamma ko safe ne ban sani ba. He forget about death and he claims to be a believer. Imam Shafi, radiyallahu ta'ala, before I continue, he said, تزود من التقوى فإنك لا تدري إذا جاء الليل هل تعيش إلى الفجر. It's a poem, but we don't have time. تزود من التقوى. Increase in your consciousness, in your fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فإنك لا تدري, because you don't know. You don't know what? إذا جاء الليل, if the night falls, هل تعيش إلى الفجر. Maybe you are going to live to the dawn. Is it everybody that goes to their room that wake up the following morning? Some people, solitarily, they slept on their bed, but when they wake up, they find themselves on the floor. Imam Shafi is telling us this. We should increase in our consciousness because you don't know if the night meets you, maybe you are going to see the dawn. Fakam fata amushi wa asba adorikan. How many among the youth, Amshi, that trek? He woke up, he was able to lift his hand, he was able to lift his leg, his eyes, his sight were clearly open. What's bad or he can? Yana kin dadi. Dan matasa, da yawa shi gari Allah ya bashi ya mai da rayuwarsa ko domin mun mutu mun je bacci Allah zai cire rayuwarmu. It's a temporary death. That's sleep that we now women not one month. It's one portion, a fraction among the fractions of death. That is the sleep that we used to sleep. So whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala restore back his life is a good opportunity. That is why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam we should be saying, Alhamdulillah ladhi ahyana ba'da ma amatana wa ilayhi nushur. Allah, we thank you for you to have restored back our life after temporary season. Wa ilayhi nushur. Definitely, we are still coming back to you. This is the best prayer that we need to be doing every morning we wake up. Imam Shafi is now telling us, فَكَمِّنْ فَتَا أَمُشِي وَأَسْبَى أَدْوَئِكَ. Somebody that you see, matasa da kuka gani da safe yana ta jin daɗi, ya tara duniya, yana ta jin daɗi, a shekara 25, shekara 20 sai mutu. Like Yoruba people used to say, uwa fọmọdé kú. Ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ àgbàlẹ̀ tí o mú. Èyàn fọmọdé lówó, challenge Ọlọ́run, ó wá fọmọdé kú ẹ̀ wá ń kí lórí Ọlọ́run. Zaki ewe kai ya mutu jinjiri matasa ne. Amma matasa da ya tara kuɗi ya tara miliyan, uban shi da yake so ne a daga 78, ba da 50, ba da 60, ba da 70. Bai siya fili da review da 50 ba. Amma ga shi, tun right from 15, 20, ya tara miliyan. A the age of 25, sai Allah ya doki rayuwarsa sai kuna kiran shi matasa ko lokacin da ya tara kuɗi a matasa, me yasa ba ku yi challenge Allah ba? You can see, we are changing this for this. Èyàn fọmọdé olówó, tó bá fọmọdé kú, ẹ ṣe ní máa challenge Ọlọ́run, ẹ ṣe ní k'Ọlọ́run sì di owó rẹ̀ kó fi dìgbà tí ó dàgbà. Why can't you say Allah, yaro now, you won't know how to manage it, right? His age will not be able to control 5 million. Allah let him become 50 or 60 years. Ní afárá fúnfúnra. Tó wá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ewu ní kọ́nà tó fún lówó. Kí ló dé tẹ̀ tí sọ yín fọ́nà? Imam Shafi is telling us, yana biya mana Imam Shafi a cikin imaminmu, ya ce wai za ku ga matasa ya tashi da rayuwa mai kyau. Amma, akwai musu jadi a kifanu huwa la yadiri. Amma an riga an tara mashi kayan da zai kwanta da shi. Kayan da zai kwanta da shi aso shi kure. His shroud that we use to cover is looking at it but he can't see. And he's there at the corner, indicating that if he died at that youthful age, who are we to challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? وَكَمْ مِنْ صَغِيرٍ يُرْتَجَى طُولَ عُمُرِهِ. How many among Sagir than 10 children, less than 10 years children. Tula umurihim. They have a long-term determination, long-term aspiration, long-term interest. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already told us in Surat Yasin, وَمَنْ يُعَمِّرْهُ نُنَكِّسِهُ فِي الْأَلْكِ أَفَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ. Imam Shafi yana gaya mana ce, mafi yawanci a cikin yara da ba su ma kai shekara 10 ba, suna da tunanin dogon rayuwa, ta nema abin da ba zai masu amfani ba. Ya ce, mafi yawancinsu, ba kwadi udiki lati a jisamu kun sulmatul kabari, mafi yawancinsu ba, an riga an sa su a cikin kabari, sun je sun shiga cikin duhun kabari. That occasional number of these young children, they are buried them inside the darkness of the grave. Who are those that their graves will not be in darkness? Except Ahlul Qur'ani, whom Asatullah. Those that are following Quran, that are following Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they are following the righteous path of the Khulafa ur-Rashidun. Those are the people that their grave will not be in darkness. Imam Shafi is telling us that the boy that is free, that is happy, they live a luxurious life. At the end of the day, that all the chandeliers used to come down on his bed. If you're on the dining table, the chandelier will be there. Everything will be there. At the end of the day, he's going to go into the grave and sleep in darkness. Daddy, this generator is too much. The sound of this generator, the father will change the generator, they go and take a bulletproof generator, right? Hi, Daddy, this thing is disturbing me. I can't sleep very well. Daddy, let's do inverter. They go and do inverter. Nobody will hear the sound of the inverter in the house now. They say where you keep the battery. And they don't keep the battery near the bedroom because of the explosion. They will satisfy him very well. Daddy, Kai, I'm not going to Paris this time. I have to go to Dubai. I want to go and see Burj Khalifa. The father will buy tickets. Daddy, Kai, I'm pissed off with that. Some people have children today that are in boarding house. If they carry Mercedes Benz CE 500 to them, they say no, they want Jaguar. The father will return the motor from the school and come back to Lagos and pick that. We have some children now that they are the dictator to their parents. If they buy a clothes for him, no matter how, he say no, I'm not going to wear this on Saturday. You have to go and import out another one from Jamaica. If they don't buy it, we do as if he's going to die, and they must buy it. That is the era that we are. And at the end of the day, we go and sleep inside the darkness of the grave. That is what Imam Shafi is telling us. Telling us about this life. And somebody that forgot about what? About death. Fakami Narushin. Then how many of beautiful brides that the groom saw at that time? The last thing of Allah is not the cure. Say now Areta, then Jana tell it. Mulika mo fẹ́ fa ọmọbìnrin tó yá yìí dáadáa ni ìfowó tún ṣe. Ó sì gbìyànjú kana kokari kana kawo kana mata shefane kana yin ado gaskiya every time that you are seeing her. Akamu Narushi Zainu Ali Zogia, you are seeing her with her beauty, with the radiance of her beauty, of her prettiness. You are happy with her. According Kubidoti Arwa Laylatul Qadr. At the end of the day, they just come one midnight like that and just snatch her away from you. Some of you that you are not helping any person, just you, your wife, and your children. Imam Shafi has told us what happened to some of these children. He's telling us about that your wife, that anywhere that your wife enter, they should know that yes, iṣẹ́ tó kọ rẹ̀ ń ṣe ara ìyàwó rẹ̀ láti rí. Ṣé aikin da mijinta yake yi? Kuna ganin alamar shi a jikin matansa. At the end of the day, wife death to just come and just pick her away one midnight. He's telling us about how life is. Wakami Sahihin, Matat Mingal in Latin. Imam Shafi na gaya mana ce, occasional number of people, Sahihin suna da lafiya. Mutane da yawa suna da lafiya. Matat Mingal in Latin. Sun mutu kuma ba su yi wani ciwon kai ba. Ba wani rashin lafiya da ya shafe su. Sai a ce wai ya yi bacci kuma da kawai kuma bai tashi ba. Kuma ga lafiya yana nan cike a jikinsa. Wai Wakam means for eating. Matat Mingal in Latin. A countable number of people that you can't say this is their number. They are died without any iota of sickness. Wakamin alilin Asha'inna min al-Da'ari. Wakamin alilin. How many of the bosom friends that you have a platonic love in between you and them? Khasha'ina min al-dari, that this world has separated two of you and you never meet again at time of Qiyamah. Is that the life that you want to keep enjoying? As Imam Shafi told us. So Hassan Bisri, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, I use this to buttress what he's saying about somebody that knows that life is going to come to an end, and that person, Yafra'u bil maut. The person is so carried away without cogitating about death. They said that is the third thing that was written on the wall, on the slate. وَعَجَبْتُ لِمَنْ يُؤْمِنُ بِالْحِسَابِ كَيْفَ يَغْفَلُ. He said it should be surprising for somebody that claims to believe and he was in a state of forgetfulness about accountability of day of Qiyamah. You forgot, you totally forgot that you are going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and give account. Even Allah said, يَوْمَ يَجْزِئُ كُلُّ إِمَامِهِمْ. On the day we are going to call all the leaders, not just Imam. Imam means a leader. Shaheed means a leader. يَوْمَ يَجْزِئُ كُلَّ إِمَامِهِمْ. The day we are going to call all the leaders. Ikra kitabaka kafa binafsika yawma alayka hasiba. Take your book, read it yourself. Today is your accountability day. Read what you have done. So Hassan Basri is telling us that part of the point that was written on that stage, inside that council, that we can call council, it will be surprising for somebody that claimed to believe and forgot al-ghafla. He forgot about accountability of day of Qiyamah. Number 5, he now said, وَعَجِبْتُ لِمَنْ يُعْرَفُ الدُّنْيَا. He said, it will be surprising to me, to somebody who knows life. What I call Luba and the dynamism, the dynamics of life, how it used to do. The earlier with the people in it. كَيْفَ يَتِمَئِنُّ إِلَيْهَا. How we now rely in total reliance with this world, with this life. That yes, my father is the MD. Nobody can touch me in this company. Yes, we have attained the satisfactory level and the hierarchy of satisfaction, right? Nothing can happen. We used to receive the best of the health facilities. We used to go to where we are. They used to have the best health facilities. I had to see the best physician in the world. Yes. Your health can fail you anytime. Your business can crumble anytime. Your children that you are using to entice other people, Allah can kill any of them at the same time. Hassan al-Basri is telling us that the 5th point that was written on that council, on that golden plate that we call council, that is under the what? Under the wall of that building for those 2 orphans. This is one of the points. Then the 6th one was La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Brothers, all these points, are they not even more than whatever money the man has left for his parents? Then on the 2nd page of that law, they said it was written there, La ilaha illallah. There is no any other deity that needs to be worshipped. Illa ana wa'di, except me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La sharika li, you should not associate partnership with me. Khalaqtul khaliqa, I created every creator. Wa alaqtul khaira wa sharra, I created the good and bad. Fatube, glad tidings, and heri, the zamana, liman khalaqtahu lil khair, for whoever I have created and he came to this world is doing good. So those of you that are doing bad, Allah did not create you for good thing. And Allah had already said, Man alata azabatila. I didn't create anything that will not be useful. So it is you that you choose not to be useful. It is you that you choose to be irresponsible. It is you that you use to don't want to help anybody. Allah said, for people that are in this world, that are doing good, Fatuma. Glad tidings should be their own, that they are going to what? They are going to get good things from me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us of our shortcomings. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let all this we have discussed to be among the sadaqah that is going to accept from us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all our heart desires. Amen. This is where the 3rd story of Surat Khaf finishes. So inshallah, by any other time we meet here, we are going to start the last part of it. Because as soon as that of Khidr and Musa finish, it continued with that of Zulkarnain. Who is Zulkarnain? Some people are saying it was Alexander the Great. And we all know Alexander the Great wasn't a Muslim. And he studied under the those of you that do chemistry. They used to call somebody Aristotle. He was the teacher to Alexander the Great. And where Allah will not recognize those people inside Quran. So it's a fallacy. We are going to trash it, inshallah, the day we are going to discuss it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us of our shortcomings. Inshallah, try as much as possible. In the next 2 Jumat, we should finish this Surat Khaf. We have spent like almost 8 or 9 weeks now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should accept it as an act of ibadah. Brothers, I'm doing all this for us so that we can learn. The majority of us, we don't have opportunity to go to school. We need to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the of is what I'm sharing. And we should not see ourselves. Any knowledge that makes you to be arrogant is still shaitan. If you have a good knowledge that Nurullah is in it, the light of Allah is in it, Allah, you will be humble. People will be matching you like this. You need to have one sheikh, Alaji Aga, Sheikh Kamaluddin Al-Adabi. You will match that man, it's of blessed memory now. You will match him like this, he will even be telling you sorry. And that's some malams. They will tell you, talk about Babiloju or two, in Bamiji, Metanitives. We have Mutawan Suaka. Kana da ilimin kwarai wanda Allah ya sa albarka, kai ne mutane za a dika cuce, Allah zai dika yin fadanka. I'm doing this for us so that we can continue to expand in our knowledge. Even me, Surah to Maryam, I learned Surah to Maryam by just listening to it. From one malam because Sheikh Zaza did something. And you know, just listening to it, I knew the tafsir of Surah to Maryam. Before I now studied from the master I studied on that. So as we are listening it, we started from beginning. Genesis of Surah to Khaf, I told us. The essence of Surah to Khaf. So it's not just reading on Friday. The importance of Surah to Khaf. I did the analysis. Chronologically, I did everything. So we are getting tantamount to the end. After Zulkarnain now, the remaining last 10 verses, I will treat it once. And those ones we are talking about day of Qiyamah. So Quran is full of lessons. It's not left to you if you want to live your life the way you want to live it. But it's going to shaping you in the right direction. And anywhere you are, the light of Allah will be in you. Your own will be different from the society. If really Quran is working in you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let all what we are discussing, let it have a positive impact in our life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking every one of us to do good, which we know. Al-Adli, we should be just. When Ihsan, we should do good. What is the kurba? Those that have rights, that we're supposed to pay them their right, we should give them. Brothers, those of you that you have not sent anything to your parents, even if you are going to go and borrow it, try as much as possible to go and send something for them for Ramadan. You know, I keep saying it. Every one of us, we are eating now. Every one of us, you are buying recharge card. Those of you that you have women in your houses, you have your wife, you have 3-4 children, you are feeding them. You are taking loan or you are taking this, you are taking that. Take that for your mother. Every time I keep shouting mother, maybe it's because I have only mother. Do it for your parents. You see what we read here now. Wakana Abu Huma Soli, and they didn't mention their mother. Let's do good. Whatever you do for your parents now, your children will do it for you. You came to Lagos, you abandon your people in the village. You don't know where you are going to end up. And as I keep telling you, anytime you have opportunity of going to where you come from, visit your 1 or 2 of your relatives. Visit them. Some of them are not interested in your money. Some of them are only interested in for people to see you with them. They know that they have honorable person in their family. That's why I used to tell you, our security brothers. Anytime you are going to greet your father, your mother, wear your uniform. Even if you are not carrying your gun, you must not carry rifle up and down. Wear your uniform. Forget about your rank. Wear your uniform. Our mentality in Nigeria, we value uniform. If you see even a recruit like this that doesn't have anything, all of us will be shaking now. Soldier! Those that are disrespecting your mother, your father in that your area, that from that day, they start respecting them. Hey man, ọmọ rẹ wà ní Air Force lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, kódà ìkejì àní ìgbé sí kò dúró wà. ọmọ rẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ra ọlọ́pàá tó tẹ̀lé ọmọ rẹ̀ àti ìyá ìjọ ọmọ tó tóbi báyìí nínú ọlọ́pàá ọ̀nà fi ẹ wá tóbi lájú ẹ wá kéré lé ẹ kéré kù kun zama babban mutum ni dale bayan kasa amma inda aka haife ku ya nobody at the end of the day nobody will recognize you gbogbo yìí tẹ́ bá ní níta tẹ́ bá gbé lọ lé ẹ parí ṣáájú náà ìta làwọn tí ń dá sọ ilé làwọn tí ń rò tó mọ tí ń yẹ̀yàn ake a waje ne za ka siya kille mai kyau ka daura amma inda za ke kai wannan kille yana da kyau a inda aka haife ka ne kun gane kari maganar nan duk daraja da ka tara waje mutanen gida ba su ci a ɗari su ba darajar banza ne durigiya ko rafi da akwai vegetation akwai ciyawa around it akwai ruwa nan fa ga ciyawa ko ciyawowi around it kuma ya bushe kuma ga ruwa cikin rafi ko rijiya ai rijiya ko rafi ne bai da albarka it's supposed to be very greenish dukkan mu duk abin da Allah ya bamu dumar daraja da Allah ya bamu mu bari mutanen mu su ci alherin mu in ba su ci alherin ku ba za ku mutu ba wanda zai tuna da ku Allah ya samu gama lafiya Allah ya samu gama lafiya Allah ya samu gama lafiya yawwa abin da muka yi magana a kai zan yi a cikin minti 1 ko minti 2 sati da ya wuce ko mako da ya wuce nake muna magana akan suratul kafi kuma suratul kafi yayi magana akan kogo ko in ce ko rami nayi wannan bayani amma yau abin da muka kammala a ciki shine magana annabi Musa da Khidr wasu suna ce Khidr suna ce annabi ne amma to ni ilimi na bai doka wannan ba na dai san ce bawan Allah ne kuma bawan kurai ne kuma a cikin karatu da nayi a cikin tafsir Ibn Kasir da na karanta na gani an ce si rajulun salih kuma Qur'ani ya ga mana ce abdan min ibadina bawa a cikin bawan Allah ne so ni na sai a gurin nan kuma manyan malamai su riga ga mana ce annabi ne wallahu ta'ala a'lam so karatu da muka yi mako da ya wuce yayi wani jarabawa guda uku da Annabi Musa yadda na karanta mana mako da ya wuce akwai wani jirgin ruwa da suka shiga Khidr ya goce ya fasa wani guri a cikin jirgin ruwan sai Nabi na Musa yana ce kai ka kira kanka manzo ka kira kanka mutumin kore kai mutumin Allah ne shi da zaka bata ma mutane jirgin ruwan su kai ba mutumin kore bane sai shi wannan ya ga masa yake Musa ba na ga maka kafin mu fara tafiyar nan ba ce ka kiyaye kuma ka ce zaka kiyaye sai Musa ya ga masa ce da Allah ka yi hakuri nayi mantuwa ne ya ce ya yarda da sun saka ka a cikin jirgin ruwan suka kai wani gari sai Khidr sai ga wani yaro sai cire wukansa sai kashe yaro din sai Musa ya daga wani murya kuma ce kai ka kashe bawan Allah ka kashe wani yaro a ce kai na iska ne kai ba mutumin kware ba kai na daya da su kai na biyu yanzu kuma kai sai Khidr ya ga ma Musa ya ce kai Musa ba na ga sai Musa ya ce kai hakuri ka san na farko ya ce wai ya manta ne amma wani yanzu ya ce wai kai hakuri ne sai suka fara tafiya suka kai wani guri kuma suka ga wani bangon gidan bai fadi ba amma yana so ya fadi sai Khidr sai tube kaya da suka shiga garin su mata biyu ne sai aka ce wai ku ba mu ruwa ku ba mu abinci aka hana su ba su ba a cikin gari da ba su abinci ba da ba su ruwa ba sai Khidr ya cire rigarsa sai fara daga bango sai Musa ya masa kai wani irin mutum ne mun ce ba mu ruwa ba mu abinci ba mu ba kuma ka fara aiki da ya kamata mu yi birkila da ya kamata mu yi a biya mu kana kai aiki ba za kai sai Khidr ya canza masa sai ke kai wannan na kudi nan ni da kai za mu tsaga bango ka tafi naka in tafi nawa amma kafin ka tafi bari yi maka bayani bari yi maka tafsiri na karanta maka batini kenan to bari zan ga maka zahiri sai ke wai ka gani jirgin ruwan nan akwai wani sarki a daidai a wani gari bayan ruwan nan duk jirgin ruwa da in ya gani yana kwacewa daga hannu masu jirgin kuma mutanen nan bawa Allah ne su ba su da wani abu aiki da shi ne suna ciyar da iyalinsu da al'umma so domin kar sarkin nan ya karbi jirgin na hannunsu Allah ne ba ni izini ce in na tsoka ta so da ya gashi abu zai zama kamar wani abu mummuna a gabansa so ma'anin abin da na yi kenan ka gane Musa ya gane ka ya kuri Na biyu, yaron nan da na kashe, bai yi da izini na ba, Allah ne ba ni izini ce in kashe shi, domin iyayensa muminai kwarai da iyayensa. Amma yaron nan ya yi girma, zai zama ta'adda, kuma zai zama kafiri. Daga soyayya iyayensa zuwa yaron nan zai mai da su kafiri. Kuma Allah yana so iyayen su dawo gurin shi a cikin imani. Abin da yasa Allah ya ce in kashe shi kenan. Sai a cikin ayar da ya bi wannan aya, sai Allah ya ce wai, na ce Khidr ya yi wannan ne domin in ba su wanda ya fi yaron nan alheri. Kun gane ko? Na uku, na bango. Ya ce ka gan bangon nan, a karkashin bangon akwai wani dukiya din da na karanta. A cikin wani riwaya an ce wai kudi ne, a cikin wani riwaya an ce gwalgwale ne. Amma riwaya da ni na sai a kai, Ibn Abdullahi ibn Abbas shi ma ya faɗi wani magana. Amma a cikin wasu da suka bi sahabbai manzonsa, ana kiransa Hasanun al-Basri, Hasanun Bisri, ni na dauki maganansa. Ya ce wai abin da yana karkashin bangon nan lauhi wala allo ce. A cikin allon abin da aka rubuta kalmomi guda 6 a hannu na dama, a hannu na hagu an rubuta kalma guda 1. Duka yana magana akan wanda suka manta da Allah, suna da imani amma sun manta da Allah akan arziki da Allah ya ba su, suna ta neman abin da ba za su samu ba. Ya yi magana akan wanda su ba su yarda da kadara ba, da alkadara ba. Kamar Allah yanzu ya sa ni namiji ne, ya zai ce na son koma na mace? Zai yi? Aba. To Allah yana bacci lokacin da ya halice ni ne, yadda yake son yi rayuwa na kenan. Duk wanda bai yarda da yin wannan kadara ba, zai zo na bayan kasa. Ya yi magana akan wanda yana yadda akan mutuwa, amma ya yi bacci. Bai tunani ce, minti da ya yi zuwa yanzu, me Allah zai yi da ni? Me Allah zai yi da rayuwa na? Irin wayannan kalamomi ne muka karanta. Na shida ne sai ke wai la ilaha illallah, ba wani sai Allah. Duk abin da muka karanta kenan. So a cikin yadda Allah mun gama tarihi na uku a cikin karatun nan. Dama na gaya mana ce guda 4 ne a ciki. So in Allah ya da Allah ya kawo mu ranar ta yau, za mu fara daga Nazurkar Reni. Wani babban sarki ya yi tafiya a duniya. To waye ne shi? Za mu yi magana a kai. Allah ya samu dace. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين واذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر اعداءك اعداء الدين وانصر عبادك الموحدين برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. Kuma na ja hankali yawa mu da iyaye don saboda ga fere mu kiyaye da iyayen mu muna so mu gama lafiya. Mu kiyaye da iyayen mu in ma ba ka da kuɗi kai maganganu mai kyau ka kiya ma iya mama ina Lagos ne abubuwa bai hadu ba. Amma mama ga 1000 zai tura ma abu kadiri zai baki a gida ki siya da bino ki ta mu addu'a Allah ki giya ma Allah ya bude mu hanya ku yi ma Allah kuka cikin lokacin nan da muke. Amma mafi yawanci mutane mu sun zama Lagos sun dauka ko sun shiga aljanna ne kuma suna cikin jahannama. Mafi yawanci mu mun manta da iyayen mu a gida. Amma Allah ya raba mu da irin wayannan mutane. Kowa ya kiyaye da iyayensa. Duk wanda yana so ya gama lafiya ya kiyaye da iyayensa. Kuma mu rike iyalanmu da kyau. Allah ya zaba mana nagari. Allah ya zaba mana nagari. Allah ya zaba mana nagari. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.